Hey, what's up, family? Happy Tuesday to you. I got my collars up because I'm popping my collars in my head. So I got my collars up. Throwback to the 80s when we used to wear our collars up. Now, I'm doing this quick post, but I'm on the back porch in between clients. And whenever I'm on the back porch doing a video, someone always walks out that door to mess up my video. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But I want to tell you that you are beautiful, you're amazing, you're awesome, you are more than enough, and you are the prize. There's so many things in this life that come and go and take us by surprise and causes all kinds of emotions within us. I've been having conversations with people, and one of the things I talk about all the time is wisdom. And wisdom is the quality of having experience and knowledge and doing things wisely, like knowing the difference between right and wrong and to make great decisions. And wisdom is such an amazing part of our lives. It takes us to and from places, and when we get to those crossroads in life and those, do I go left or do I go right? Wisdom will allow you to choose wisely. It allows you to slow down enough to make the right decision, or it lets you know that it's safe to proceed. So that's why I'm always talking about wisdom and knowing yourself and being secure in who you are, loving yourself, liking yourself, and eliminating and getting rid of all of those bad messages that we've been told over and over, and getting rid of that bad energy that was either placed on us or that we created. There's always, as long as we're alive, there's always a chance to do things differently, to do things better, to improve on things. See, there's the door. So there's, I guess we're gonna pause this for a second, but no. Okay, so someone's walking by. But the thing is, like, I've been having a conversation lately, and people talk about how they give and give and give, and when they need help or they need assistance or they need a kind word, no one seems to be there. And there's it's twofold. There's that thing of being used, where we are those people who give and give and give. But the reason I talk about wisdom is because wisdom allows us to know when to pull back, or know just how much to give, or just what to give. And sometimes those of us who are givers, who are there for everybody else, we do it from our heart, and that's who we are. And so we really, for the most part, can't stop it. But wisdom will freeze you, will capture you, will arrest you sometimes, and allow you to be at rest, or will tell you when to reach out, when to call, when to do what have you, while preserving your peace in those other times. So, and I think, for me, with my experience, wisdom takes you in so many different places in your life when we are faced with obstacles or decisions that we have to make. And so for me, wisdom comes from the experiences that we have, but it also comes from, well, I guess, how can I put this? It's the experiences that we have, along with the willingness to be open, to learn, to grow, to be used. I'm blessed to be a vessel. And my daily prayer, I've shared this several times, my daily prayer is, because y'all know I think I'm silly as hell, when I'm being my silly self, I want to be used. And I love that I'm constantly used, whether you call it God, Jesus, universe, whatever language you call it, whatever moniker. I love being used by this universal energy. And it's happened several times in my life. And even just last night, I was talking to one of my sisters and one of my wives, and just being my silly self. The call was just to say, hey, how are you? And I get to brag that in the midst of the conversation, universe said to do this and told me to say this, and it worked. And again, I had no clue how much it meant. I was just doing what was right. And that's why I keep going back to wisdom, getting to know yourself and just really eliminating, deleting, erasing all those negative messages, all those messages of doubt, all those messages of self-loathing, all those messages that you're not good enough. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to cancel those assignments, as the good preachers say. You are more than enough. Even in your broken state, even in your confused state, this does not define who you are. It's just a place, it's a space, it's a stop along your journey. And when you're open and open, that's the right word. When you're open to change and to being used, you realize and you make peace with the fact that this is not the end. This is a part of my growth. So all this, the sadness, the brokenness, the disappointment, the hurt, the betrayal, it's all, although it feels like crap, it's a part of our story. It's a part of our journey. And a lot of times the things that we go through, and I'm speaking from experience, there's a lesson for me in it, but for the most part, it's for me to give to someone else. And a lot of times it's not even direct communication. Sometimes people will see what you do and what you don't do, what you say and what you don't say, how you respond and how you don't respond to different things. And they're encouraged or inspired by those things. So, again, you are more than enough. Love yourself, like yourself, respect yourself. Learn how to silence the world around you and get in tune with who you are. Your spirit will never steer you wrong. I guarantee you there's love out there for everyone. That bad relationship, that failed situation, it's for your good. Trust me, it's for your good. We have to look at it through the lens of love and the lens of understanding and the lens of wisdom, and realize that it's painful, and it may have been painful for a long time. You may feel like it's too long, but I guarantee you when you come out of this season, you'll look back and you'll be able to smile and laugh and say, either it wasn't that bad, or I fully understand and appreciate every stop along the way because it made me who I am. And right now, I'm in a season of reaping, and it's a beautiful season. It's a beautiful season. But, and I tell you this, I'm wise enough to know life happens. Just as sure as this season has come upon me, it could be raining tomorrow. So what I'm going to do right now, while the sun is shining in my face and it's a season of springtime and flowers, I'm going to enjoy every single goddamn second of this. I was having a conversation. It's something that I've talked about several times. I want to go real quick before I end this. But there are people who have lived their lives acting and thinking and saying and like they're better than everybody else and they're above folk and this and the other. But the reality is that we're people. And I noticed that those people who are doing their own things and are self-absorbed, when life happens and they need a friend, they cry foul and why no one's around me? Why I thought people who were supposed to be my friends, but the reality is you have not shown yourself friendly in all the years you've been alive, or the majority of the time you've been alive. So it's no wonder no one's around you in your time of need. And a lot of times your time of need ain't that serious. It's something that you've created and you want someone else to bail you out of or to give you a pity party. Baby, if you want good things in your life, if you want good people in your life, you want people to be around you when life throws you a curveball, you have to be that person in the good time, in your good times, to them in their bad times, and even in their good times. You have to be loving, kind, supportive. That's what you have to do. So these people who, life happens. People die. People get divorced. People get beat up. People end up homeless. People make bad investments. And how you are there for people, because it can happen to any of us at any time. The way you show up for people is the way people will show up for you, or not show up for you, the way you don't show up for people. So when things happen, before you start crying foul and blaming other folk, take responsibility for your own actions. Oh God. So that goes right back to be true to yourself. To thine own self be true. Love yourself, like yourself, respect yourself. and everything that's in you will come out of you. You will be kind and loving and fair and caring to others, just like you're breathing. It comes as there's no, it comes with no thought. You just do it because it's the right thing to do. So it's 10 minutes. This is long, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. It's hot out here. I got my collars up. Throwback to the 80s when we had the Jerry curl, those who grew up in Florida. So I love you guys. Look at my skin popping. I feel good. Life is good right now, but it was work. I worked for this and I deserve it. So I want you all to be able to say, if you're not in that place of peace right now, I want you to start working toward it. So when you get to it, you can say the same thing. I deserve this. So I love you guys. Happy Tuesday. May you all have an amazingly blessed week, and I'll holler at you on the other side.